Hello guys, you're watching Elite Wrestling. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, be sure to take 1 minute and do that. Thank you. Once again, this week's episode of SmackDown Live was able to set the record straight as the WWE was able to prove to the WWE Universe that indeed Monday Night Raw is the A show while SmackDown Live is actually the B show. This week's episode of SmackDown Live was up to a poor start as it featured yet another episode of the Kevin Owens show. Kevin thought it funny to read off cards. I, for one, did not find that one funny. Kevin's guests on the show were none other than the best in the world, Shane McMahon, and the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Kevin teased Drew and Shane with a playback from Raw where Taker made an appearance and threatened to collect their souls. Shane was quick to blow that away and he announced that their match at Extreme Rules is now a no-holds-barred match. Drew, on the other hand, was at it again with his usual rant on how he's going to destroy Taker and Reigns, as the WWE Universe is aware of what he is capable of. He made it clear he was going to viciously assault Taker and Reigns physically. Kevin again teased both men of being afraid of The Undertaker. Shane tells Kevin to stay focused and do his job, just like they agreed upon before coming out for the Kevin Owens show. Dolph Ziggler's music comes on and he interrupts the show, making demands. It should have been him over Owens. He drags that out with Owens. Along the line, management was mentioned, and it also happened part of management was out as Kevin's guest on the KO show. Shane announced the SmackDown Tag Team title match is now a triple threat match, and Owen is paired with Ziggler against Heavy Machinery for a winner to take the spot and compete with the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods against Daniel Bryan and Rowan at Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Next up was a match against New Day member Big E versus the new Daniel Bryan. Being the first match of the night, it is safe to say they chose a good one as Big E and Daniel Bryan seemed to be having a field day. The match went on for some time, but Daniel Bryan was able to gain a pinfall victory after an assist from Rowan, while the referee was distracted. It's a moment of bliss time on SmackDown Live. Alexa informs Nikki Cross from backstage she's going to host this episode of Moment of Bliss, apparently as a sort of reward for beating Bayley last week on SmackDown and beating Carmella this week on Raw. Alexa informs Nikki she believes in her. Moment of Bliss features the SmackDown's Women's Champ Bayley as guest, the woman who Alexa faces at Extreme Rules for the SmackDown Women's Championship title. Nikki takes a moment to thank Miss Bliss, saying she loves her. Thanks Bayley for being there. Bayley appreciates Cross for being a loyal friend to Alexa, but feels Alexa is using Cross. Cross asked Bayley why she called Alexa a liar. Bayley acclaims Alexa is a liar. Bayley again asks the big question on everyone's mind. Why is she facing Alexa when it should have been her, Nikki Cross? It didn't take long, the two headed out to the ring for a quick match. I guess this matchup was also the WWE's way of keeping the road to Extreme Rules warm and building up the heat to come between Miss Bliss and Cross. The Women's Champ was able to gain a pinfall victory, a fair one, over Nikki Cross. A good momentum build up for Bayley, I must add. Next up was a face-off between the champ Kofi and Samoa Joe. Joe called out Kofi, suggesting he exits the ring as some sort of favor so as to help the champ avoid collateral damage. He called it an act of generosity. Joe tells Kofi he is no better than him. Kofi was quick to set Joe straight by reminding Joe how he defeated Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania to become the WWE champ, and also how he defeated Kevin Owens at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view all by himself. The champ in turn asks Joe what he has done by himself. Kofi bluntly tells Joe he's jealous because he will never have the kind of moment he enjoyed with his kid at WrestleMania after beating Daniel Bryan to become the WWE champ. Joe made demands for an experiment to prove to the WWE universe what Kofi Kingston truly is, if only the champ shakes his hand. The scene escalated so fast as Kofi lands the Trouble in Paradise on Samoa Joe, standing over Joe, a proud and confident champ. It's quite amazing how the WWE has been able to hold Kofi out as a really strong champion so far. Let's watch out and see how far that goes. Next up was a matchup against Apollo Crews versus Andrade. As always, Andrade is accompanied by Zelina Vega. This matchup was quite as interesting as it was entertaining, being the first match of Crews since the Superstar shakeup. Both superstars displayed athleticism. Andrade was able to gain a pinfall victory after an interference from Zelina Vega, while the referee was attending to Andrade. I feel the WWE could do better. We've seen enough interference and distractions leading to superstars stealing victories. Next up was a women's divisions match between Ember Moon and Mandy Rose. The two women battled it out in the ring for some time, having a go at each other, but eventually Ember was able to land the Eclipse on Mandy Rose to gain a pinfall victory. Good one from Ember Moon, I must add. Next up was the match of Owens and Ziggler versus Heavy Machinery's Otis and Tucker, where the winner would be added to the Triple Threat Tag Team Championship match at Extreme Rules. The match kicked off on the bright side as both Owens and Ziggler tried to work it out as a unit. Daniel Bryan, Rowan, and the New Day members Big E and Xavier Woods were hosted at ringside. It didn't take long for both tag teams at ringside to take shots at each other on the outside. Owens and Ziggler were functioning quite well as a team against Heavy Machinery against all odds. Great teamwork from Owens and Ziggler. Well, that went on for some time. Otis was able to run the caterpillar on Ziggler. Ziggler was about to hit Otis with a super kick that landed on his tag team partner Owens instead. Otis gained a pinfall victory against Owens for his tag team Heavy Machinery. Owens hits Ziggler with a stutter after the matchup. I guess the WWE is trying to keep things heated up between Ziggler and Owens. Let's see where this takes us. Well guys, that was all about SmackDown Live for this week. If you've been following up with both brands, Raw and SmackDown, you must have noticed the WWE's failure to put good effort into the planning and execution of SmackDown Live as compared to Monday Night Raw. Please let us know what you think about this week's episode of SmackDown Live in the comments down below, and don't forget to rate us. Subscribe if you are yet to do so. Thanks for watching. Let's do this again.